You are really bad at what you do for real. That's the part that itch my.
What,
You
what,
are awful.
what do I do? And how am I a Jim Jones? I tell people not to follow me.
You are awful at it, and it just pisses me off.
Ma'am, I tell people to not follow me. I don't want people following me.
And they shouldn't. And they shouldn't listen to anything that you say and take it for a grain of salt. You are just
But
full of shit. You are.
ma'am, ma'am, you're just using profanities with that little potty mouth, ma'am. You got a very potty mouth, ma'am. Do you lick your sugar daddy's gooch with that mouth? You got a very potty mouth, beloved. And you haven't said anything coherent. Miss Messy Boots?
And you
Oh,
know what? Oh,
yes,
oh, you got a potty mouth. Oh, you got this. Oh, you got that. Who believes this shit? Wake
Messy
up,
Boots,
people. Listen
Messy
to what
Boots,
he's.
Messy Boots. Somebody just posted some stuff on your page about Kamala Harris. You're a Democrat shill, aren't you? You're a
Oh,
Democrat
you
shill.
a Democrat, Cheryl, aren't you? See what I'm talking about? How you try to project and deflect, and you.
Do you or do you not have a whole bunch of stuff on your page about Kamala Harris?
Oh, we're not talking about her. We're talking about you. Do you want?
Okay, family, you see, I just want to put all of this in context. Okay? This is what you do. You're putting things in context to see what this is really coming from. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Democrat shill. I keep telling you, the Democrat shills are very upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's a Democrat shill. I'm telling you. Like, hold on. You want to talk? Let's talk. Let's talk.
Okay.
Don't put me on
Okay.
mute.
You read your tweets. I'm
Don't
reading
put
your
me on mute.
tweets.
You see,
No,
you see what you're saying. Oh, she's a Democrat.
okay. No, ma'am. I'm reading your tweets. You got some tweets talking about Trump as a threat to national security. You're a Democrat shill, ma'am. That's where all of these wild accusatory statements are coming from.
Absolutely, I do believe that, but that does not take away from the fact of what we're talking about with you and how you try to be influential, but you are really just a grifter and you're just trying to influence people and your shit is weak as and it pisses me off.
Translation. She's mad because the DNC has acknowledged that I influenced the election. She's not going.
No, we're talking about what you do. We're not.
You're not paid no more. You're not going to get a bag. That money done dried up. Y'all were not effective in wrangling the black vote, and you guys are mad at me. This is what I've been saying. A
Absolutely
lot of these,
not. You see what you're doing again?
lot of these damn Democrat shills. I want y'all to understand where this stuff is coming from. All of this trolling that's going on and all of these crash outs rooms with my name in people's mouths, these are Democrat shills low key. I want y'all to understand that. This woman is a Democratic shill. Her whole page is Trump bad, Kamala good, Kamala good. That's all up and down her page, all right? Just to put it in context. This is an old
No,
man
no, we're talking about Tariq Nasheed. We're not talking about any of that. See how you
talking,
try to.
talking about musty boots. Now, Miss
No,
Musty
we're
Boots,
talking about you. We're
what
talking about you, and you want to keep trying to mute me. But I'm not. You know what? We could talk about Kamala. We could talk about Trump. You could talk about how what I think and feel about them.
mm-hmm. So, ma'am, are you upset with me because I influenced the election and made the Democrats lose? Say that. Is that the real issue? Messy boots, musty boots. Go ahead. Is that the say that?
Absolutely not. What I'm upset about is that you convince a lot of people on your bullshit and they listen to it and they believe that shit and they take it for a grain of damn salt and it ain't even worth a piece, not even a little itty bitty piece of salt out the
Why
bottom.
you sound like Kamala? You sound like you've been drinking like Kamala. She has the same drunk slur as Kamala. Y'all notice that? You better thank a union member. Go ahead, dear.
And yep, and see, once again, you keep coming up with all these other things except for you talking about you. Let's talk about you and what you do.
I'm
Don't
gonna talk about you, and you are a Democrat shill, and you were upset. You and your handlers are upset that y'all think that I influenced the election to the point where it peeled off votes for Kamala, and there was a bag fumbled for you. So the blame has been on me. Just say that. I wish y'all stop with all of these circular, irrational troll points. Just say that. Y'all mad because I influence a lot of people on the grassroots to not support y'all lame ass candidates. Say that, ma'am.
you are a menace to the black community. That's what I'm gonna.
And you are a musty mammy who's goodness, drunk,
A very low QI,
we didn't let drunk ass Kamala get elected, ma'am.
a very low QI person has to resort to name calling. And what you did is you come
And
up with.
started off name calling. You sound, ma'am, you sound like a very over the hill hood rat. That's what you sound like. You sound like an over the hill hood rat with a very short ponytail. You got one of them ponytails.
No, you want me to get out of my character.
Your ponytail looks like a USB cable. You one of them. You're just a struggling old hood rat who tried to be a Democrat shill and that failed. So now you got to
No, which
go back to being a Walmart greeter. All right, because your Democrat shillery failed, beloved. Just say that. Don't just call up mad for no reason, because there's a reason why you're upset. Just say that. Okay? And there's other ways you can make money. Okay? You don't have to be a Democrat shill. All right? There's other ways you can make
I,
money.
I told you what I'm upset about. I'm upset about you and the things that you do and say to convince people that they should listen to you and follow you, and you're just full of shit and the things you do. If they took the time out and listened very closely to you, and when somebody come on here and talk about something, you will sit there and you deflect and go off the grid of what the topic is and what they're talking about, because what you do is you go back to how you say, I'm a man, I'm a this, I'm a that. And that is to make your follower think like, oh my God, like he said this and that must be true. That's not true. You are a menace to the black community. You think you got some rap and some gift of like persuading people. You are nothing but manipulative. That's it. Manipulation. And everything that you say.
I'm manipulative. You could even say the word right. I'm manipulative. And you said you're a psychiatrist? Ma'am, you can't even speak that well. Are you an undercover tether? Beloved Messy Boots, are you a tether, dear? Where you from, Messy
Are you a
Boots?
tether deer? Oh my God, you must be this. Oh my God. Oh, and you can't even say manipulative right. Oh my God, can you that shit? That's some
Oh yeah,
bullshit. That's some
Messy,
bullshit, weak ass shit.
and Messy Boots, you be up in Luke spaces. That people are sending me all types of receipts on you. Stephen Hunter, this your girl, Stephen, because she be up in them Luke spaces with you. So this is what I'm saying. This is family. This is a Democrat shill. She's clicked in the Luke spaces with all of these other Democratic shills. That's what this is. This is an old burnt out Democrat shill who's upset because the bag got fumbled and they're blaming me. And I gladly take the blame. You goddamn right I made y'all fumble
If
the bag.
y'all listen to that, that is the most.
We ain't listening to you or Kamala. That's who we ain't gonna listen to. And you and that struggle ponytail might get deported, ma'am. They're gonna deport that struggle ponytail right back to the Bahamas somewhere. That's where you sound like you're from.
Oh,
Man,
now I'm from oh, now I'm an immigrant. Absolutely not. Okay, my great grandmother died at 103 years old, and my other grandmother, my maternal grandmother, died at 102. So don't try to tell me where I'm from. But what you're doing right now with
yeah, just you naming their ages, they could be old tethers. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, there's a 102-year-old tether. They just old tethers. Hey, you sound like a tether, beloved. You don't sound like your lineage goes to this land. You sound like you got
You
a
know what? I'm done. I'm gonna land what I got to say. I'm done because you know what? You're just full of shit. And anybody that listens to you,
you done said the same thing over and over. You don't have a vast vocabulary. You're a babbling mammy, a failed Democrat shill, and you're upset because I have the influence that you don't. So just go ahead and put your bonnet on and put your teeth in the glass and put some effort in there and just go to sleep and relax. All right? You're going to be all right, beloved. All right.
oh my God, you're just a babbling old lady. Oh my God. Like really? That is the
Yes, you are,
most stupidest shit ever. Like who falls for that? Who falls
ma'am.
for this?
Boots,
Check
messy boots,
yourself. If you listening to me, check.
messy boots. You know what this is too? Not only do you a Democratic shill, you know what this is, messy boots? You secretly want me. You want me to be your dude. You want me, messy boots. That's what that is.
See how he trying to distract you? He trying to
No, your old ass, you want me. And I'm going to have to pass.
you see how he distracted? Oh he
Boots, I don't want old over the hill coach. No disrespect to some of the older sisters. Messy Boots, I cannot do anything with that old cooch. I'm sorry. There's some gentlemen,
Tariq.
messy,
Tariq.
messy Boots. I can't deal with that got ghost. You got ghost in that coochie. And I can't deal with that, beloved. You gotta find you somebody else. All right? This is your
Tariq, you want me to address you saying, "Oh, I want you," and got an old cooch and all that. That's what you want me to do. But guess what?
ma'am, you open up your coochie lips.
You cannot distract me.
Ma'am, your coochie lips says good trouble. All right? Your coochie says good damn trouble. Your coochie, your cootie cat spilled blood in Selma.
You what you see that see that weak shit he comes back with. This is what I'm.
Ma'am, I don't want you, beloved. Go out there and find you somebody. Go to a bingo game. Find you somebody. Okay? I lift you up in prayer. Okay? You're gonna be all right, beloved. You're gonna find you somebody. But you take that old civil rights coochie on somewhere and find somebody who can do something with it. I don't want it, okay?
Y'all wake the up.
Well, you're gonna wake up so you can go and drink you some warm milk and you can tend to your garden in the morning, beloved. You do that. You wake up. All right. Oh, goodness. Lord Jesus. Lord have mercy. Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay. Let me see. Let's get some more people in here. I don't want that old cooch. That's what that's about. She's trying to throw that Democrat cooch at me. Ma'am, I don't want it. You can keep that. Save that for a church deacon or something. I don't want it. All right. Let's get I love Manzi. I love Manzi. All right. I love Manzi ain't saying nothing. Let's get let me see. Because we got a lot of people in the building. I'm live down here in Houston, Texas, chilling. Let's get Alpha Z. Alpha Z in the building, then King Messiah in the building. All right. Alpha, what's happening?
Tariq, hello.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you, sir?
I'm all good, man. I am non-FBA, but I come in peace.
Where your family?
I'm Haitian.
There you go. Sock my say.
Like what I say, man. um, I rock with the movement. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but the only thing that I kind of like, I would say I got an issue with is like sometimes, maybe not you, but like in some of the FBA spaces, I feel like the storyline is very like one sided. You know, like it like whenever we talk about like why the movement to like separate from each other is happening, it seems like people only talk about like the uh the non FBAs, you know, doing stuff, while the stuff that the FBAs do is kind of like ignored, you know. And I don't like that. I feel like both sides should be, you know, honest about what each of them did.
Okay, let's do it. Let's be honest about certain things. What did FBAs do to exclude Haitians? Because we're very inclusive to Haitians, but Haitians, they
Mm-hmm.
have exclusionary things that exclude us over here. I'm talking about here in America.
Like what? I don't, because
In
I
New
don't
York,
think so.
let me tell you, in New York and in Miami,
Mm-hmm.
they have Haitian churches,
Mm-hmm.
um, um, Haitian schools.
Mm-hmm.
They have these things for the Haitian community specifically. You see, and they make sure if they get any resources, whatever resources generated by them, we are not to touch it at all. There's even Haitian scholarships. That's fine. Not a complaint. We were to say, okay, we want to have Juneteenth scholarships. When we have our Juneteenth scholarships, a bunch of Haitians, Jamaicans, Caribbeans, and Africans are jumping over us to get that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we don't have any exclusionary things that exclude other melanated people. So it's pretty one-sided. When folks come over here, they kind of create their own little enclaves and try to circulate their resources among each other. And the narrative is stay away from those Yankees, stay away from those Okadas, stay away from those whatever derogatory term. And it has been one-sided. Foundational Black Americans, we don't do anything to kind of harm Haitians as a group or to uh, distract or take resources from them or exclude them from resources. We don't. We just don't. Unless you know something I don't, go ahead.
I mean, like, I get what you're saying, but like, just because, you know, because I see what you mean, because that is true. Like, there are Haitian churches and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean that FBAs can't go into them. It just means that it's owned by Haitians, but you can go into them. Like, they're not gonna be like, okay, if you try to go into a Haitian church, they're not gonna be like, oh, you're not Haitian, you can't come here. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Mm. But yeah, just the fact that you created a Haitian church, it's the same form. You're practicing Christianity. You're not
Hmm.
practicing another religion. Um,
I mean, it's just, I mean, Haitians are just like, if you know Haitians, they're just very like nationalistic. Like, they just like to, you know, like if you know Haitians, they'll tell you that they're Haitian every 30 seconds.
okay, well, then,
But
okay.
it's not like, but it's not like a hostile thing. It's not like, oh, you know, if this thing is Haitian, if you're not Haitian, you can't participate. It's not like that.
And us being foundational Black Americans and acknowledging our lineage, that's not hostile either. Yeah, you
Yeah,
might.
I agree. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's all the same. We're not being hostile. Now,
Right.
some people will get in certain spaces, and start talking crazy or get on Clubhouse and talk crazy. Fine. We're not hostile. We're just acknowledging our lineage. But thank you so much, Alpha. Yeah, man. The Haitians, they be having their own little Christian church. If we were all this one kumbaya, why wouldn't you just go to the black church? That's already here. There's a black church in the neighborhood. They're like, no, we're going to have another Christian church, but it's going to be Haitian themed. That means you look at yourself as another. All right. Let's get Nico in here.
Yo, what it is, boy?
What's going on, Nico?
Hey, chilling. I got a couple questions for you tonight, bro.
Man, okay. Oh, first of all, Nico,
Yeah.
you're a white dude.
Nah, I'm Haitian.
You Haitian?
Hmm.
Stock passe.
Nabule, yeah, you being invaded by the Haitians tonight, man.
Uh, by mistake.
Yeah, but
Like that's what your accent. You're trying to have an FBA accent, and it doesn't sound natural. So that's what it is.
no,
And you,
I don't know what I don't really know what you're talking about. But what I wanted to ask you, bro, why do you think all the races want a part of Africa? When you think about the Asian, the white, everybody want a piece of Africa, and us somehow we don't want anything to do with it.
say why other groups want of Africa? Well, there's a lot of resources in Africa. Africa is a vast continent with just loads of resources on them, and the other races know that it's ripe for the taking, and they know
Right.
people there are not going to push back. So,
Uh,
you
so
know,
why us as black folks we don't want a piece of Africa? If Africa's supposed to belong to us.
well, there's a lot of us and we. I don't know, we us, because do y'all consider yourselves black as Haitian? Because I've heard people say I'm black. I'm so you, right?
Man, come on, man, ain't nothing blacker than us Haitians. I can tell you that. I mean, I ain't never met nobody prouder of being Africans than Haitians, and I heard a lot of time that you say, oh, why they not calling us Africans? We know we Africans. And many Haitian artists, they made songs about being Africans and we should be proud of being African. Africa is a mama. You know what I mean? So when you say, oh, if we black, I think people confuse the term black though, because they feel like, oh, in order for you to be black, you gotta be from America. And it's not really like that. You dig what I'm saying? Because um for my whole life, I knew I was black. You know what I mean? Because the difference is the language. Black is called noir in Haiti. You know what I mean? So when they say, okay, you noir, your race is noir. So that's black. It's just a different translation. You dig what I'm saying? So even when people say the N word, like when they say, okay, nigga, and in Haiti we call that neg. The French used to call us neg. So there's really no difference. You know what I mean? So we know our race, we know where we came from.
Right now,
And
now as far as the now, hold on, but because the thing is, you asked about, well, how come we're not going to Africa? Well, you don't call yourself African because you had an ethnogenesis. You became Haitian, so you are Haitian. Now we as foundational Black Americans, now us over here, now if we go to Africa, we would get pushback from the natives when it's time to get some of those resources. See, when the Asians and the whites and the Spanish and Portuguese, they go up there and extract resources, they just roll out the red carpet for them. The minute we go over there and get way too much shea butter, they say, "Oh, wait," then they start taxing us. They got like a foundational Black American tax that they put on us that we have to pay more for certain goods and services over there. So it's a very interesting dynamic when it comes to foundational Black Americans over there that people are not talking about. But thank you for the call, sir. Let's get King Mosiah in the building.
Peace, brother Tariq. You can hear me clear?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you having me up on the stage. I just had a quick question for you. I was listening to the broadcast you did with the hostile Pan African, and there was two callers who said Marcus. They were talking about Marcus Garvey, and they said he was gay, he stole money, he got ran out of New York. I was curious. Did you agree with those statements, or was that you just kind of stayed out because you was quiet when they said it? And I
Yeah,
thought.
I'm wanted them to elaborate on it. I haven't heard nothing about him being gay. I haven't heard nothing about that. Now, when they sent him back to the Caribbean, from what I understand, according to John Henry Clark, it was some of his own fellow Caribbeans who was in the UNIA who was working with the feds and got him caught up. So yeah, he was deported back to the to Jamaica and then eventually left Jamaica and went to Britain. But yeah, when somebody was like, "Yeah, he was gay," and all, I don't know. I'm like, I was waiting on them to elaborate, and they never did.
Well,
So
I appreciate your clarity. And just for the public record, I just want to ask you, do you feel like Marcus Garvey was a writer and was a honorable man? And I'll land my plane with that for you.
thank you so much. Well, it's kind of my thing is I'm all about results. That's my thing, and the results weren't really there. They didn't really get anything popping in Africa. Eh, He just didn't get it popping in Africa. The Pan African movement that he was trying to do, he didn't get it popping in the Caribbean. He was failing in the Caribbean. So he really only got things popping here because we were on the move as far as global black empowerment. We were on that kick. We wanted all black people around the world to be empowered. We were on that. So, we really have to look at Marcus Garvey in a very objective manner and see what was really accomplished with that movement. And there's a lot of stuff that was said in his private diaries and just a lot of stuff that we have to reassess with Garvey. We got to really reassess a lot of it because the thing is, there were other movements coming around that same time or starting after it that were successful, like what Elijah Muhammad did, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, when he got the Nation of Islam popping, being a foundational Black American brother, and with that Majara spirit, that Majara energy, it became very successful. It's still a very successful organization to this day, one of the longest and oldest successful Black organizations that's really Black that has not been co-opted by the dominant society. So we got to look at all that stuff and put it in the right context. Brother Jaquan, hop in, sir.
Hey, peace to you, Tariq.
How you doing, Jay?
All right, peace to the family. First of all, Tariq, I want to recommend that you begin, your lives with the Majara prayer that you invented
Yes.
because you got a lot of vitriol, coming at you, and I do believe that this recent wave of vitriol that's coming at you, this is a Caribbean thing.
Mm,
You notice all of these Haitians that's calling in tonight. The
yeah.
guy King Mosiah that was just on, I guarantee you, he was Jamaican. Messy Boots, I guarantee you, she was Caribbean. And the lady that said she was from Howard with the Nigerian husband, I guarantee you, she was Caribbean. And the guys that tried to come up with that whole black thing, start this debate, try to create a divide with this whole black thing,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, they were Caribbean. These people are possessed with the spirit of Willie Lynch. This is Willie Lynchism at its finest,
Yes, it
and
is.
they are angry spirits because why? Because us FBAs, we shut down the Democrats, and those Caribbeans, they resonate with the energy of the Democrats because
Yep.
they play the whole good cop role, but secretly they have a lot of vitriol for us, and they're sneaky, they're snaky, and we gotta watch them. Those are the main ones that we have to watch because they envy us in a way that, the continental Africans, their tethers, they're relatively benign. But these Caribbeans, they envy us in a way, man, that's really vitriolic, really poisonous, and we got to watch them. Just be aware. All right.
Mm,
I
my
land my
brother.
plane with that piece.
Thank you so much, Jay. It's heavy. Yeah, man. Because I notice a lot of these folks that's in these spaces, it's a lot of these non-FBA cats trying to instigate certain things. It's a lot of them.
Yo, this another old Kamala Harris fan coming into space crying. She's talking about she's a psychiatrist, but she out here trying to insult people. They need to stop giving people licenses. She's probably the cousin of that bedwench therapist that was calling black men lazy and stuff. Yeah, but I'm not gonna say too much. I don't want YouTube to start flagging. Yeah, but anyway, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm the most active on. I'm gonna start posting videos exposing the divestors on Twitter. And also make sure to follow me on Rumble. That's where I post videos in case they get taken down on here.